Hello everyone and welcome back to another book review. Today I'm going to be reviewing volume 4 in the series No Matter How I Look at It, It's You Guys' Fault I'm Not Popular by the author Nico Tanigawa. And I believe the author is actually two authors writing under the name of Nico Tanigawa, or an author and an artist writing under the name of Nico Tanigawa. We are still following our intrepid hero, our protagonist, our main character, Tomoko. Tomoko is in her first year of high school. She thought she was going to go in and master the art of being a high school girl. She's played a lot of games where she's a high school girl, so she's pretty sure she knows how this is going to go. She goes in and she has fallen on her face. High school debut has not gone as intended, as planned, and she is alone. She doesn't have any friends and she is outside of society, as well as her class, as well as dealing with all those things that come up in high school. So you have the raging hormones, you have the insecurity, you have the belief that everyone is thinking about you all the time and noticing what you're doing, so you have to have it together at all times. You have the desire to have friends while also having the social awkwardness. It is just all the bundle that comes with being a 14, 15, 16-year-old girl, unvarnished. So this, unlike a lot of other manga series, which I feel like maybe romanticize aspects of high school, and I did enjoy high school, I enjoyed school, so that kind of helped, but there are like the good and the bad, and also a lot of series tend to glamorize these high school girls as having it all pulled together, and anyone who was a girl in high school, or anyone in high school, can attest to the fact that you did not have it all pulled together. So I really appreciate this book for not glamorizing the aspect of having it all together. And I should add, this is my reread of the series, so I know that as she meets people in the future, she starts to realize that no one really has it all pulled together, so maybe she shouldn't try to have it all pulled together. However, she does want to make some friends. Everyone wants to make friends. It's an important part of life. I feel like this series is contrasting with another series I'm reading, Komi Can't Communicate, because Komi is trying to make friends, but Komi, in the series Komi Can't Communicate, is putting herself out there, is talking to people, is really trying her best. Tomoko is still in the phase where she is self-sabotaging, which is really frustrating to watch. It's really frustrating to watch someone who desperately wants friends so badly push away everyone and everything that could help her make friends. And it's something that a lot of people do. I mean, everyone at some point in their life has self-sabotaged something. It's almost like a protection mechanism, I feel like, at least for Tomoko. She doesn't want to get hurt. She doesn't want the rejection. Fear of rejection is a real thing. So she's going to push people away, tell herself she's fine. Although by volume 4 in this series, she's kind of admitted to herself that she is not fine. However, she does have some contacts that she talks to. She's still in contact with a friend from middle school who she meets up with. So she's not, again, totally cut out of society. She has her family and this friend from middle school, and she does try to talk to people. You can tell that she really wants to put herself out there, but now she feels like the school year is so far in that she's not entirely sure what to do. She also tries different things to maybe be unique and stand out, and I feel like that's a natural thing that people in the teenage years go through, when you really should just focus on being yourself, because that's how people are going to like you best, or otherwise it's going to be exhausting to keep up this facade of a personality when you're acting like you're not someone. You're acting like someone who you are not. That's what I meant to say. So it is frustrating as an adult to watch Tomoko struggle through all these, but it's also kind of relatable on a level of thinking like, oh, I've done that embarrassing thing before. I think if you existed between the years of, I don't know, 12 and 17, you're gonna find parts of the series that you relate to and that you resonate with. And I think that's kind of the joy of the series is, again, this I feel like is taken to an extreme. It's someone who's really kind of uncomfortable with their skin, but I do think that there are people like her and everyone can relate to at least something in this series, and it just kind of makes you think, oh yeah, we're not alone. Everyone goes through this. It's normal and natural. And I do promise, for people reading this series and on volume 4 and thinking, does this series ever get better? There are a number of volumes at the beginning that kind of emphasize how alone Tomoko is, but I will say that the volumes do get lighter. They do get happier. There are funny moments throughout this series, and they get better. Both, I think, in quality of just the series, but also in it's not this dark and depressing the entire time. So I do promise you they do get better. I enjoyed this series. There's a little bit of foreshadowing with her brother and the fact that she's going to be attending the same school as her brother. Her brother is a year below her and is going to go to Tomoko's high school. So that's going to be an interesting dynamic that we're going to see moving forward. But this volume was just, again, a continuation of the daily life in Tomoko, trying her best and, well, maybe not trying her best. existing in high school, and I feel like at this point people are cheering for her. I mean, us, the readers, are cheering for her, but she still hasn't quite figured it out. But I'm going to keep reading because I know that she will figure it out, or she'll figure out parts of it, and it's just the growing pains of growing up. If you've read this series or have any thoughts up to this point, please let me know. I would love to hear it. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.